We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. It's caught. Tolbert. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
And Zeke will have a Cowboys first down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Prescott.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott now.
Tolbert hauls in the out route.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Always got some breathing room. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On second down, McCaffrey.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Purdy looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Kittle's got his first catch, and it's also a first down.
3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Now on first down, it's Purdy. That ball caught Brandon Ayuk. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They run the option on second down.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
And this one quickly to Lamb.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Prescott to throw it.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. A give to Elliott running left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 16. Bell sheds him off. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, here's Purdy. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find.
Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel. 26 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Prescott. That is incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing, Prescott.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield, instead checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Prescott from the gun to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks from 3 yards out.
And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Second down, here's Purdy to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line.
Purdy on 3rd down.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, he's been a busy man in this 1st half. They've targeted him quite a bit, including both plays here to start this drive. And until that defense starts reacting a little better, they may just keep going back to him.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
To throw is Prescott.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this 1st half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with 1 more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Prescott. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. To the air again, Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
Touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
2nd down, Prescott.
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Prescott now on 2nd down. And that's complete to Cooks. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 3rd and 4 now. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
3rd down and 10.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibility.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
2nd and 6.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Elliott, toss right. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Dak's going to keep it.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now on first down, it's Purdy.
Connects with Kittle underneath. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Here's 2nd and 3. Purdy bootlegging it. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up two.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Micah Parsons, his second sack of the night.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth, but a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Purdy sets up to throw again. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
McCaffrey diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a two-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. On 1st and 10, Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Play action now, Prescott.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run for it with Elliott.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Let's go, man. I'm coming.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Back to throw, Purdy. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
Purdy, big 4th down play. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
2nd and a couple.
They go to Elliott again. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film,